Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Something I did off video was I purchased our first semi. It's a Peterbilt 389. I did this just to get the ball rolling on making a little bit more money. So, something I learned that I did not know. If you go to email, you get a email from the bank saying that they've upped your credit limit to $500,000. That way, you can kind of grow faster. So, with that in mind, I said, screw it, we'll go ahead and buy a truck. Now, the next truck I'll walk you guys through, but I just wanted to get a truck built. That way, we could get to making some decent money. We do have 2 skill points available. So what we're going to do is we're going to do long distance, and let's do fragile. Probably just, go 1 for 1 on each of these at a time. So you can use those skill points to unlock other cargoes. Like long distance, you can get deliveries that are up to 650 miles. By us unlocking this one, we unlocked at 400 miles. So go ahead and do that. So after building our own truck, I do have mods. So if you don't have mods, you won't get some of the stuff that is on this truck, like the bumper, the stacks. So the mods are kind of nice for that. Now looking back, I have $48,000, and I have $150,000 worth of loans. So our loan payments every day are $3,000. So we pretty much need to cover that debt every day, or else we start eating in a 2-hour stockpile of cash, which as a business owner I don't like to do. Now, garage manager, your first garage is pretty tiny. It's only got room for 1 truck. If you want to upgrade, that costs $180,000. So we will end up doing that, but just not at the moment. If we look at the job market, we can now do freight market. And we are in Salt Lake City, so we want to go with a load that is already in Salt Lake. I don't remember where exactly we're at, but as you can see, there's all sorts of cargoes. So, let's see. So for here, we just have to decide, where do we want to go, which direction. Let's see. We could do the bulldozer. Let's do it. Okay, so with heavy loads, you do get this pop-up. And it kind of shows you all of the aspects that will go into heavy hauls. With this one, you're more worried about your heavy cargo. And it shows you which configurations come in handy for that. I feel like this may not be the best truck right away. It does have an ISX 15 in it. So, it's got some power, but let's try it anyways. So once this loads, you will see our shop. The shop you'll start out with, it's the same shop everywhere. I do wish that the shops had a little bit more customizing ability to them, but Now we will adjust our seats, and after this we won't have to do this again, so that's nice. Mirror, I'm pretty much good with the mirror. Worry about the lights later. Look at that, 0 miles. Love it. Alright, so we're gonna back up. That is our rig. I kind of like the paint scheme, that's why I set it up the way I did. Let's see. Just back straight up out of here. I'm going to make a quick detour real quick. So, if you look on the map to our left, you will see a question mark. This question mark is the recruitment agency, and that will come into play later when we need to hire people. Pretty much the more staffing agencies that you have found, the better your pool will be for staffing agencies. Alright. So our shop was about 30 miles away from where we're picking up our first load. Looks like we're actually going to pass a truck stop on the way to grab our first load. You know, I did notice that we have a mirror on the hood, but we don't have one on the passenger side. So we're going to stop in here to the truck stop and add that mirror. You can use any of these truck stops at the dealers. It's not really make and model specific. I do. If I'm riding without a cargo, I do try to hit these up if I see them. You have to own 3 or more trucks before you can buy them online, so keep that in mind as well. Alright, we're going to go to truck configurator, and we're going to go here. I personally like the mirrors, but it depends on the truck. With us being at such a low level, we don't have a wide variety of aftermarket selection left, so I'm not really worried about that stuff right now. We'll get to it. Let's see, we can add something in here. So let's throw Coke in there. Let's see. I do like to have a CB, but it doesn't look like we have that option in this truck. Yep, there we do. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff with these mods that you can add. Got all sorts of devices. But those get in the way of the mirror, so I'm not really worried about those. You know, we can add all sorts of stuff here. Notebooks, cats, a lot of stuff. So this one will show truck info. You know, on the floor you can have all sorts of stuff. This is with the SISL Mega Pack. So like if you want a dog, you can have him apparently just faced into the dash. There's a cat. Fuel consumption chart, briefcase, safety gear, first aid kit. Let's go ahead, we'll do the safety vest. And that's about all we can do right now. Alright, so we got all that stuff good to go. Go ahead and get to our load. I'm sure at some point we'll buy a Volvo wagon or a Volvo truck. Kind of like that. Shows what's on your odometer. So but for now, we'll stick with the Freightliner. Our first home base location will probably all be Freightliner or Peterbilt trucks. Just because Peterbilts are my favorite. We might experiment with some engine combinations. And maybe I'll switch trucks. Like every 25,000 miles, I'll drive a different truck. So if you guys get bored and want to see a different truck, let me know and we'll do that. So yeah, if you're starting this game out, I would do the quick loads until you get that email from the bank, just because it makes it a lot easier. And if you don't know what kind of truck you want or have a specific mind, like Peterbilt was already an option for us, but if you want something else other than a Peterbilt, use a quick job and you'll be able to find a dealer for a truck you like. Now, since we are doing freight jobs, we're no longer doing a quick job, so we have to pay for our fuel, and we are actually in charge of our sleeping logs. So you have to take breaks in shipments. You just can't roll however you want. And looks like we have almost 8.5 hours before we have to stop again. So that is something we have to keep in mind. I love the sound of that e-brake. I personally do not like this rock quarry. I think it's kind of a pain in the ass to get the tandem loads through here. I'm going to try not to damage anything coming up out of here, but sometimes it is not that easy. Like, I'll probably negate what the GPS is telling us to do when we pick up the load, just because this is such a hard load to pick up and maneuver. Maybe when we pull up the trailer through here, I'm doing like a third-party view so you guys can see how the trailer's got to be maneuvered. They are a little bit more difficult than you would think, but once you get the hang of it, they're not too bad. Alright, we're at BHP, so what we will do is we need to hit this little cursor here. Hit enter. Hit freight market. Now the one that is highlighting GPS, that's the one we selected. Actually, this one pays about $1,000 more. Okay, so yeah, this is actually a shorter drive. This one pays $1,000 more, but you're also going about another 20 miles. Yeah, about 22 miles out of the way. So we'll stick with this one. Honestly, I think it'll be a little easier. So BHP to Newmont, from Salt Lake to Rock Springs. Let's do it. Now, hopefully this truck doesn't have a hard time. With the way it's configured, I don't think it's the best optioned truck, but I don't see it being absolutely awful. So there's our rig. Cargo's all loaded up for us. So we just gotta roll in over there and scoop her up. Try to get it square with the trailer. It don't really matter. I mean, if you're close, like see, I'm quite a ways off. It don't matter. I mean, it will correct it for you, but there we go. That's better. So it'll hook up the airlines and everything for us when we hit T. See it move the trailer over. Hooked up all the airlines. That's not stuff that we have to do. Alright. So maneuvering these things, like I said, can be a chore. You really have to kind of slow down and make long sweeping turns, I guess would be the best way to put it. So did pretty good at missing that curb. It is a big load. Alright, so we'll actually go down this way. Hopefully that power pole is not going to be an issue for us. One reason why I did want to go this way. It does look good going down the road, doesn't it? One reason why I wanted to go this way is that flashing icon over there. So we slow down, sweep this turn. Looks like we're going to clear that no problem. So you can click these little movie icon here and it will show you what's called a scenic point. So click the viewpoint. You actually have to shut the engine off. So shut your engine off, hit enter. And it shows, these are usually like, you know, popular spots in real life. So it really goes in to show how much detail they put into these, which I think is really cool. So pretty cool stuff. You can see our rig sitting over there. Very neat. Alright, so you're done with that. Start the engine back up. And we can continue moving on the road. Now personally, I like the first person view. I'm just more careful, you know. You really just have to think that you have a really wide load back there that doesn't turn like a normal load. So like all of these turns that are real sharp, I will sweep them, and I'll watch out for other traffic. Now luckily I'm not seeing a car come this far down here, so it's not stuff I think we have to worry about. But you're really gonna have to cut these turns for this trailer to want to go through here and be happy. So we've got a 4-hour drive after we get out of this canyon. Alright, so we got another sweeping turn. I'll kind of hug this wall as much as I can. We don't want to hit a power pole. We're good. No issues there. Right there, we're pretty much in the home. That's Kate. So when it comes to fuel efficiency, this rig is not going to be the best for these types of loads. I think, if I remember right, this truck has a Eaton 10-speed without a retarder, so when you're customizing a truck, that's kind of important to keep in mind depending on what you want to use the truck for load-wise. Could hear that was my dog going nuts. Alright, so stop at security. Okay. Alright, 210 miles from the quarry. Slowed down because you don't want to get a ticket. You don't really get much of a warning when the speed limit's about to change unless you can see that far ahead. With the gear set that's in this truck, but I feel like it'll be good enough for now. water park off to our right. Hopefully most of this trip will be highway bound. Alright, so if you see in the bottom right corner of the screen, we just made a loan payment. So that loan payment was for the first loan I had, not the second. So the loan that we get on our next day will be for $3,000 and something. Let's see. Alright, that guy's gonna let us over. All good. And looks like this guy is gonna let us over in a Jeep. And we gotta get over again. Alright. Thing I did not plan for building this truck is we're in the hills. If we were starting this job in Texas, going to New Mexico, that wouldn't be that big of a deal. But here in Utah, there's some mountains, so running. He's got about 2 hours till his next rest stop. So we will have to plan that and according to the next job we take. We could either take a rest first and then go look for a job, or when we drop this freight off, if there's a load there that we can pick up and there's enough time available for the load, we can pick it up, go back to that truck stop, rest, then finish the delivery. Right up here's a truck stop. So plenty of options. So you really don't want to go over your allowed time. You can't get fined for it, so alright. They want to stop, but there's no guard check here, so now that laptop will show the same information that's on the screen, so you can change it up a bit too. No trains. So most of the time, Newmont is going to be a rail yard. Let's see. This is a big load, so it only gives us a variety of options, usually a very short variety of options, until you have a lot more experience. And what we're going to do, pull this load here. Like I said, you can always, do the external view. Make sure your rig is in the designated lines. Right there's where they want it. Set your parking brake and decouple from the load. Alright, so first thing we'll do, we earned in a skill point, so we can figure out what skill point we want to do. Just in time, we'll give you deliveries. We'll give you higher experience for deliveries. Hazardous waste kind of gives you more cargo options. We already talked about distance, high cargo. So you can carry more high value cargo, fragile cargo, all of these things kind of give you more experience points. Fuel economy saves you fuel. So we will go ahead and do just-in-time delivery. Now, Newmont has one load. They're going to give us, let's see, it's 4 p.m. on Wednesday. So they want it from 9:58 a.m. to Thursday at 4:38 p.m. Alright, so we got this load of silica from Rock Springs to Gillette. So we'll go ahead and do that one to end the video. So since we took the load from the current job, or employer, I guess. Our new load is in the same location, so we just gotta go find it. Makes these kind of convenient when you deliver it somewhere that's out in the middle of nowhere. Yep, there it is. Hit that first rest stop that's on our way out, just because it is on the way. It kind of makes it easy for the rest of the trip. We ain't gonna have to worry about it. So. Nice little rest stop right here. Just pull in. Go. Shut the truck off and we'll let him catch some Z's. So he slept his 8 hours or whatever. Now we can get back on the road. Looks like we're just going to have barely enough fuel to get there, so that'll be alright. If we pass a fuel station, we might go ahead and fill up. This is a lot lighter load than the bulldozer we hauled, so we should be able to make pretty good time. station right here, so we'll go ahead and fill up, make it easy. Like a traffic accident. Left-handed lane. Guess it'd be westbound. You'll see that from time to time. Actually the first time I've been through Wyoming, so this is pretty much all new to me. I've yet to really explore this place very much. those of you that didn't know, I-80 has been named one of the most deadliest sections of interstate in the country due to snow. Usually when there's whiteout conditions, there's usually some pretty bad accidents on I-80. They tend to be very, very gruesome. Alright, so we're off I-80. Looks like we're going to take US Highway 287. I guess this would be State Road 789. So if you're watching this, drop a like, subscribe. If you're into the racing stuff, hit it Extreme Rods and Racers on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Check us out. And if you're watching these videos, comment. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, and if you'd like to see more or something, let me know. So I will say this, in my videos you've seen, like that we just passed an ambulance and a cop, you never see him running code 3 anywhere. I think that would be kind of cool, but it's not something you ever see. I don't even think that kind of thing's written in this game. Definitely something I'd like to see from the developers, just to give it that much more touch of realistic features. couple videos. I'll turn on the Frosty's winter weather mod. The only reason why I don't have it on right now, the thing I don't care for about it is that it snows literally everywhere. So like if we're in South Texas, we're not going to see inches of snow. And that mod is not like region or state specific. So I would kind of like to see that being worked on before I run that mod full time. It's just not something if we haul an excavator down to Florida, I don't want to see snow in Florida. That was ballsy. Say this morning commute is full of traffic. Lots of truck drivers looking to make their earning this morning. Let's go ahead and get a picture real quick. Perfect. Right on. Ooh, 538 diesel. No, thank you. Yeah, hard no. left, there's what looks like to be a truck shop down there. If you look on the map, you can see the question mark. I'd say that's probably a truck dealer of some kind. I'm sure we'll pass by it eventually. See, we hear them running code 3, we just don't ever see it. If I decide that we'll stay in this area for a while, I'll go ahead and turn on the weather mod for a bit. So, you might see that in the next video. Looks like there's something going on up ahead. See the chopper up there? Yep. Police got someone pulled over. Looks like a Tesla Plaid. Nice open stretch of highway for a little while. going to be able to pass this Radio Shack truck, but does not look like it. We gotta get over anyway, so Thought it was gonna be close. Figure we're all right here, we might as well just go for it. So we'll park this load, give us 90 XP points. It's gonna be close. Yep, that's a little too close, so we gotta scoot up a little. Perfect. Oh yeah. Alright, so she's delivered. We will go ahead and unhook. And that's our trip for today. So, hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you'd like to see anything else, just let me know. Maybe here in the next couple videos we'll upgrade our shop house and take on an employee. So like, subscribe, and I'll catch you all on the road. Have a good one.